Securing a part-time job as a student here in Finland can be challenging, and for that reason, I have decided today to share my own story on how I secured my first part-time job as a student here in Finland. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Loveth. If you're new here, you're welcome, and you're returnee, welcome back and thank you very much. So guys, let's dig into today's video. Now, first and foremost, when I came to study in Finland, I came to study in Tampere. That was the city I got admitted to. Ideally, I'm not supposed to have a difficulty in getting a job in Tampere because Tampere is one of the largest cities here in Finland. But I got admitted, and when I arrived in Tampere, I arrived around September, and I started, of course, by editing my CV because, of course, I didn't have like a proper CV, let's just put it that way. So I had to, go to online, search for things, how CV would look like, and, put the experiences I've had, my educations and the years. It's not a big thing. You can just do it just sitting in your computer and looking at samples online. You draft yours. It doesn't need to be unique or just a simple CV that tells a bit about yourself and your educational history and your work experiences. So I did that. I got that ready and I applied to so many jobs. Most of the jobs I applied for were cleaning and dishwashing, like in restaurants. And I was hoping, I already had people that were in Finland then when I came. School has already started when I came. So I got to talk with one or two of them who recommended me in where they are working already. So after that recommendation, I had to go in for an interview, which after that they told me that they will contact me if an opening comes out. So I stayed in Tampere for like 3 months, okay? And within that 3 months, there was no job. Like literally nothing. And I was applying. I kept on applying. I kept on calling. I kept on seeking. It was like a marathon of like job, because, you guys know how it is. When you come here, you have limited, finances on you. So you would want to get something immediately to support yourself as well. But it didn't forthcome. So I stayed in Tampere for 3 months. I didn't get a job. First lesson I'm going to teach you guys in this video is when you're coming from your home country, prepare yourself the possibility of you not getting a job within the first 3 months or even the first 5 months of you being in Finland. Of course, people have gotten a job in the same exact month that they arrived in Finland. Another thing that I want you to consider also is the cities where you're coming to study. It's also very important. Like you can imagine Tampere of all city. I stayed 3 months without a job. So you can imagine other smaller cities, the challenges that might come with it. So it's not that easy. Then after that, I spent 3 months, September, October, November, December in Tampere, and then I moved to Helsinki. So because I came to study international business, which wasn't my thing because I didn't get admitted into nursing that I originally wanted to. So I came in, I had the eagerness in me to continue to fight for a study place for nursing. So I now came to Helsinki. I did lots of registered courses online, summer courses, because I didn't want to go back to Tampere. I didn't want to continue with IB. So I did that. And then I was hanging in Helsinki looking for a job, like with my life. So it roughly took me like about 3 weeks to 1 month of being in Helsinki. I went to interviews and then I got a job in dishwashing. That was my first original job here in Finland. So it was here in Helsinki, and that basically I didn't get any job in Finland for 3 months. I have said that, yeah. So my first job as a student here, I got in Helsinki. So I stayed in Helsinki and continued to do my job and then continue to prepare for the next entrance examination for the nursing the following year. That's from the January joint application. And I got in August in Helsinki. So that's why I continued to live in Helsinki and work in Helsinki. So here in Helsinki, there are so many jobs. Like you can get job within the first 1 month you arrive here in Helsinki. It's no doubt. So I want you guys to know that. So while I was doing that dishwashing job as here in Helsinki, there wasn't much of a contract. It was more like a gig. You have an app where shifts pop in, and if they pop in, you just pick it that you're going to do it and it becomes yours. So there wasn't any strong contractor surrounding the job. So I was always like in the app trying to figure out what time I would want to go to work and all that. So when I got admitted in August to study nursing, I now had the timing of these jobs. You know, if you're doing dishes, it's mostly during lunchtime. The job is usually in the afternoon. And in the afternoon, I am 100% in school, studying, in classes, receiving lectures. So I now had problems with actually doing the job and, of course, studying. So, and that was when I started looking into other jobs. And that was when I looked into this personal assistant job. My dear, that job is what suits any student. It's the most flexible job you can imagine here in Finland. And there are other ones that are very much flexible. This job was the best for me. I applied. So the guy I was supposed to be working with called me for an interview, and after that he gave me the job. And from there, we continued that way. He would give me all of my free hours to take care of him, and then every other hours that I'm in school, he will give to other of his assistants. So it was like, it made it possible for me to be able to work each time I am free from studies, and of course still go to my classes. So this made me to drop like in the other contracts that I have, the other work that I have, which was dishwashing. So guys, but before I got that dishwashing, I had to do one thing first. I have talked about this hygiene pass, and I keep talking about it. A lot of jobs, menial jobs for students, is centered on this hygiene pass. If you come to Finland, that's the first thing you got to do. Like, if you want to have a more versatile opportunity of getting a job as a student here, you got to do that. It doesn't take you much. I think it costs like 50 euros to register, and you have some pre-reading materials to go through and the sample questions and all that online. And you go to the examination center on the examination date and take. It's just about hygiene, you know, ascertaining your cleanliness in terms of being, if you have to work with food, if you have to work with dishes, if you have to work with anything that has to do with, you know, what people are putting in their mouth. And most jobs are centered around these kind of jobs, which is dishwashing, assisting in the kitchen, which is food delivery. A lot of things is about food here for students. So if you must get a job in this company, it's a prerequisite. You just can't do dishes without a hygiene pass. Even if you start with it, you have to provide it in the middle of your contract, otherwise it will be terminated. So guys, that was how I continued. And after my first year in nursing, just 1 year. So you guys are studying nursing, you don't have to bother yourself so much. What you will just struggle for the first year in Finland. That's basically it. All your struggles are just that first year, and that's it. Your worries for money, your worries for stress, your worries for looking for a job will just end right there. You know why? Because from the minute you get your 60 credits as a nursing student, you are entitled to work as a nursing assistant. And the job is too much more than even those that haven't started studying nursing. Like, you can't finish the amount of jobs that are available for nursing assistants, for nurses here in Finland. It's like, you know, it's like swimming in the ocean of jobs. You get to choose, you get to decide, should I go here? Should I not go here? In fact, I don't want to do this with you guys. I'm going over there. You know, it's like you got to choose where you got to go. Like, all you have to do as a foreign student is try to learn your Finnish eagerly as long as you're studying, you know. Learn your basic Finnish. All those Finnish courses that they teach you in your first year, don't joke with it, and give yourself extra learning times for your Finnish time, for your Finnish language. And I'm so grateful that some programs like ZAMK is giving students an intensive Finnish language courses, you know, to integrate them into the language before they go out for their practical training, before they finish their first year. It's like, it's the best thing you can think of. So guys, all I want to share here is that it's not easy to get a job here in Finland. And I want you guys to be prepared. Be prepared, okay, to have a month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months of you not having any job here. So save some money. Try to come with some money. so you don't be stranded. Okay, and that brings us to the end of this video. If you got value out of this video, please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and share this video to everyone, and see you all in my next video. Bye guys.